welcome to the cockpit. My name's Rhino and I'll be your pilot tonight. I am oh so excited to get the call-in show going once again. Boys and girls, it has been a long time since we've done the call-in show. In fact, it has been about 3 months. Around the draft was the last time we did a call-in show. So I'm very, very excited to talk to you. I see a bunch of you in the chat. Thank you so much. If you're on your way in, please hit that like button. For those of you that have never been a part of a call-in show before, I'm going to talk to the chat for the first half hour of this. We're going 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So I'm talking to the chat for the first half hour. You're going to get a 3-minute timer on the clock. After 3 minutes...
That's it! You're out of here!
That's right, you get the chicken. Toss your ass out! Sorry! Get out of here. We got so much to talk about. The Jets have new, old, redone, old, new jerseys that I think all of us are fired up about. I know I am. You can see them all on the top. Who's What's It over there? Have you ordered yours? If you've ordered your brand new jersey, throwback jersey, drop it in the chat. Let me know which person you selected, what player. I picked up 2. I got myself a Quinnen and a Klecko. Those were the 2 that I pulled the trigger on today. So very, very excited. We could talk about the fans return to camp. We got a whole bunch of training camp news. Oh, look at O'Leary in the chat. O'Leary says, Aaron Rodgers jersey, copped. Love it. Scott says he ordered his Williams throwback jersey this morning. I'm right there with you. Rob says a Sauce jersey. Andrew, I agree. Let's see. White helmets and a Jets logo on the jersey are my only complaints, but way better than our current iteration. You'd prefer the white helmet over the green helmet. I actually really like these helmets a lot. I was a big fan of the shiny green with that logo. I'm also cool with like a white helmet with the same green old school, but with like the sparkly green inside Jets. I think that would be kind of cool. You had to have like an alternate. I think the Jets jerseys are up at the end of this year. So in theory, the Jets, if they wanted to go back, they could do it after the season. I would love to see it. It's incredible. Matt Curtis says Sauce jersey copped. Hamskill says he thinks he's going for an AVT jersey. Rob, I agree. Jerseys should legitimately be the primary. Christian says the unis are fire. Nick says, thank you so much for helping me with the putter, man. Can't wait to add some style to my golf game. Thank you for purchasing a putter, Nick. For those of you guys that don't know, I run a golf course, or almost past tense running a golf course. I'm shifting into a new role up here coming in the next few weeks. So Nick reached out. He's like, hey, I want that Jets putter you were talking about. So I was like, bam, putter ordered. Should be there before the start of the football season. Middle of August, I think is what it said. Fernando says AVT secured. Jet Life says I bought a Rodgers throwback. So fresh. Lots of people excited. David says, Woody finally listened to the fan base. Probably made a few million off today alone. You got to think that mailing list that they got has got to be enormous. So anyone that saw this was like, yo, got to get it now. I'm sure they made a pretty penny today. I love it. I'm a big fan of this. I think the white face mask is super clean. Love that logo. It's the logo that I've had in the channel, which honestly I should probably have on this call-in show somewhere. I did not include my logo on here. I got to set that up next time. I'm loving the big numbers. I think the 1 looks a lot better. I don't like our normal 1, like the sauce stick of butter looking thing. Green collar's pretty cool. Getting rid of those, arrows on the chest for some double stripes. Love it. I like the single stripe on the pant I think that looks good. I'm bought in. I want them all the time. We're going to be able to go over all the stuff you guys want to go over. Fans at camp, training camp, Aaron Rodgers, Garrett Wilson, chemistry, Sauce versus Garrett Wilson. Jermaine Johnson looks to be showing out. We've heard a lot of names pop up over the last few days, both via video clip and via tweet. For all the lovely people, Richie, thank you so much for sending out all those tweets. If you're paying attention to this, very much appreciated. Along with Let's Talk Jets Radio, I've seen a whole bunch of stuff from all the the usual Twitter guys. So it's greatly appreciated for those of us that can't be there. I was there on Saturday, was not able to make it on Sunday. Don't have a ticket for Thursday, so I'm not going Thursday. But then myself, O'Leary, and Greenbean are going Sunday to training camp. So we're super excited for that. That's going to be a good time. So definitely make sure you hang out with us at some point. Clifford S. says, uniforms are a huge step forward. Would have loved white helmets with green logo, but anything is better than the current uniforms. Yeah, I would like to see an alternate. Like if this was our primary and then you had an alternate with the green or with the white helmet with the green logo on it, I think that would look sharp. Cuca Lake says, I just think the 92 to 96 years where they were as bad as ever, glad they went to the 80s sack exchange colors. Yeah, I agree. I think this was a good move. Chris says, I got an A-Rod one. Daughter got Sauce, and the other got Brees. Pricey day for me. Yeah, I bought two. I didn't get the Fusion edition or whatever it is. I don't remember what it is. There's like a $180 option, and I was like, $130 is the price for me. I'm gonna go with the one that I can get Klecko in, and then I went with the Quinnen one. I don't care. I'm happy with it. I have a gray Aaron Rodgers one. I don't need an official jersey. Very pumped, but yeah, it was expensive today. Jets Forever says, wish we had striped socks. Jets Forever, no more. I'm gonna boot you. I don't want the striped socks. I like green socks. Let's see. Would you guys like to see throwback uniforms in the playoffs? If we make the playoffs, yes. I would love to see the throwbacks. I don't know what I don't say legality, but I don't know what the rules are on throwbacks in the playoffs. I feel like you'd probably have to wear your traditional logo. I don't know if that makes sense. Traditional uniforms? Standard uniforms? Maybe. Cuca Lake says, if those 80s teams didn't have Richard Todd, they would have won a Super Bowl. He sucked so bad. I didn't get to watch him. David Gerard, Jets putter, I'm intrigued. So it's a tailor-made putter, and it's got Jets etched in the side. TaylorMade allows you to get certain putters and drivers. I have a driver, too. That's badass. I got the Stealth driver last year with a jet green finish, jet green face on the front. So I did that. I bought a Spider GT putter this year, and I got my Jets Talk 24/7 etched on one side, and I got JETS etched on the other side. Nick bought the TP putter today. So very cool. I can drop ship it to your house. And you get a free weekday round of golf at my course if you do decide to buy one. You can reach out to me on my regular Gmail, and then I'll get you the correct information to get everything going if you do want to take a look at that. JetLife says, my jersey isn't shipping till 9/23, though. Disappointed. I didn't see mine. Mine said, should be within the next 3 to 7 days, but I don't know if I buy that because my Rodgers jersey took forever to get here. I would love for it to come quick. John asks, how do I feel about JJ and the number 11? I really like it. I think he looks sharp in the number 11. There's something, I don't know, animalistic about, that number coming off the edge. I'm a fan of it. And if it makes him feel better about it, I always loved having my own number on my jerseys, not my football jerseys, but my, whatever sport I was playing at the time. Make me feel good. Got a little more juice. Scott says, I wanted the white stripe down the middle of the helmet, but can't be too picky. Oh, yeah, that would have been pretty nice. I didn't even think of that. That would be nice to see. I'm happy with it, though. I definitely am far bigger fan of this iteration of jerseys. Party with Peg and Artie, what's up? Says, white face masks and the green helmet is awesome. Make it 4 stars for us. Yeah, it looks like 85% of you guys are voting in the live chat. Looks like 3% of you are Dolphins, Patriots, or Bills fans, saying you don't like the jerseys. O'Leary says, I agree on the number one. My sister got a Garrett jersey, and I said she got it specifically because she hates the font on the main jerseys. And said she got it because she specifically hates the font on the main jerseys. Yeah, that was the only reason I didn't love the Sauce jersey that I got. I was like, I got to get the stick of butter. But I really like Sauce, so I had to get it. Garrett was the other player I was looking at. I was looking at Garrett. I was looking at AVT. I don't know. Maybe I'll pull the trigger on a few more. I'm just way too amped up on these. It's going to cost me a small fortune to get these. Jet Life says, I wish there was a Jet logo on the chest, though. No? Yeah, I almost wish you could have seen like this logo on the chest, but it's a white jersey and the logo is white as well. So I don't know how you would do that if you would just do a green logo for it. I'm not too beat up over it. Andrew says, so pumped for opening day. New jerseys, new quarterback, new outlook. Go Jets. I can't wait. I'm going to be there. I'm pumped. Maurizio says, it's BS. Quinnen jerseys sold out already. So I was going to get a Quinnen jersey. Well, I'm assuming you're talking specifically about this iteration of it. If you're talking about just a Quinnen jersey in general, you can get the custom name one and just put Williams on the back of it and do number 95. That's the way to get around that. Way to get around it if that's what you're looking for. John, already got the number 11. Hamskull, how has our favorite Kuntz fared? I believe he had a fumble the day I was at camp that Saturday. I think he got cracked pretty good. We'll see. I'm excited to see him in preseason. A little more game action as opposed to practice. Oh, Mauricio says, I wanted a Q or Klecko, but both were sold out within minutes. I got one. I got both of those. Super pumped. Why the Jets copy the Eagles jerseys? What are you talking about? Like the black? I don't know what to tell you. Matt is excited for training camp. Me too, brother. Me too. David said, considering the Jets won a Super Bowl before the Eagles existed, they didn't copy the Eagles. I love it. I love it. Rob says, so are the current uniforms under contract to be used till the end of this year? Yes, I believe so. I believe it's a 5-year contract that you have to have before you can change your jersey. I really would like to see them change. I'm not a huge fan of the current iteration of jersey. I do have a bunch of them, but I like these throwback ones a lot. And then I like the other iterations of our jerseys. Zachary Berner says, for the memes, get Michael Clemens. Ooh. I'm just going to get every jersey in throwback. And they're going to be like, why the hell are you wearing random jerseys, random players' jerseys? Mitt Flair says, are the $130 jerseys stitched? No, they're not silk screened. Iron-on? I don't know. They're not the stitch ones. The stitch ones I think are 170 or so. Lupinati says, wish we got green throwback too. I know I'm in the minority. Love all the green we can get. I like the green jerseys too. The white are classic though. No issues there. Dave says, so what are we wearing for the Hall of Fame game? I have no idea. I don't think they would do... I mean, it would be kind of cool if they did like some other type of throwback. I think they're just going to wear their normal whites. That would be my guess. Away site. Junior says, Ryan, what website do you use so I can order a jersey? I just go to Jet Shop. Yeah, that's all I go. Hop on there. I wind up using 2 different emails, so I got like some fan cash in like my normal email and then fan cash in my Jetstalk email. And I'm like, I can't combine it. What the hell? Oh, Edward Ziff says, the Fuse Vapor Limited don't have the stitched names or numbers. I didn't know that. I would assume that's what it was. What's the difference between the Fuse Vapor? I don't know why there's a $50 difference. I would have assumed it was because it was stitched. Don't listen to me then. Jetlife asks, who do I think our captains will be this year? I think it's this photo. think it's Aaron. I think it's CJ. I think it's Quinnen. I think it's Sauce. Well, at least those are the three for the three tiers of the defense. I think you'll see secondary, defensive line, linebacker. And then, obviously, Rodgers. I think you'll probably see AVT. I mean, maybe you get like a Dwayne Brown, like more of a veteran offensive lineman. And then I'd like to see Garrett get it. I would really like to see Garrett get it. I don't know if he will or not, but that's something I'd like to see. Brees, maybe. I feel like Brees didn't play enough to maybe get it, but if it's team voted, who knows? I'd like to see that too. Trey says, how dirty will Aaron's white jersey be after week 1? Hopefully no stains. There will be no stains on that jersey. Because we're going to be running the ball. Because we're going to be stomping Buffalo so much. I want to get so aggressive at that Buffalo game. Screw them! Let's hang 50 on them. Mike says, what player do you think can have a breakout year either side of the ball? JJ is going to be my pick on the defensive side. I was so high on him during the draft. I actually, if the Jets weren't going to go with Sauce at 4, because Sauce was my pick at 4, if they weren't going to go with Sauce, JJ would have been my pick. And then again at 10 would have been my pick. So I'm really glad I'm not in charge of this team because I would have taken JJ way earlier than he wound up going. But JJ on that side of the ball I think would be my breakout player. On the offensive side of the ball, I mean, how could you not pick Garrett Wilson? He looks like he's about to explode off the page. But let's say he's already arrived because he's Offensive Rookie of the Year. I would say my next player to take a look at is probably, I think Conklin's going to have a big year. I really do. I'd love it to be Ruckert, honestly. I feel like he might be a year away. Same with like someone like Clemens. So JJ and Conklin will be my two guesses as to who kind of pops off the page that maybe didn't do so much last year. Sacker says, you think 2024 is a whole new jersey or no? I don't know. I think it might be like a redesign. I hope it's kind of close to these, honestly. I hope they do some type of redesign. I know it sucks because like we've only had these jerseys for 5 years and I don't want to see them like kind of throw it to the wayside too quickly, but I just feel like they didn't quite get this right when they switched to the new stuff. Midflare says it said the Fuse one was stitched, but I guess I'll find out. I'm pretty sure the Fuse one is stitched. I thought I saw that earlier. So Ed, I think you were wrong before. Clifford says, congratulations on being the dad of 2 daughters. Best to you and Becca. You will be great. I have 2 daughters myself. Well, congratulations on your 2 daughters as well, Clifford. I'm not sure where you're at on the age spectrum. I'm very excited. Baby 2 comes August 9th. Is if everything goes planned. So we'll have that. Going to have 2 kids within 14 months of one another. Definitely had a little bit of a false start on my side. Whoops. I'm looking forward to it. 2 baby girls. Sign me up. Chris is asking, what is your new role at work? So I'm going to stay within the company, but I'm taking a step back. So my plan is to work 3 days a week. Gives me more time to kind of be at home. The job I'm going into is going to be a little more flexible. It's more on the phone, some membership type stuff, things of that nature. Answering questions. So if you have an issue with something, you might wind up getting me on the phone if it's golf related. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a little more commission based. So if you want a membership, you can help your guy out. But yeah, no, it's fun. I'm actually going to be working with one of my best friends too. He's going to end up being my boss. Should be fun. And we'll see. Who knows? Maybe once I kind of figure out how to handle 2 kids and everything, then maybe I look to do something different. But I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be a nice mental reset for me and my family life. Work a lot of hours. Doing golf outings, running a golf course, running 2 golf courses, kind of wears you down. But it's fun. They got a good team. They'll be fine. Midflare says, I wish they dropped a Quinnen jersey, but I got an A-Rod one. That's all right. That's a good one to pick. John says, with your background in film, would you ever take a job offer by One Jets Drive Films or Hard Knocks? Oh, I totally would. There's no shot in hell the Jets are hiring me, though. I've applied for, like, no joke, at least 10 to 15 jobs with the Jets over the course of like probably 10 years now, since I was in college. I would love to work for the Jets. So much so that I created my own damn channel to talk about the Jets because they wouldn't hire me. And since I've started the channel, I think there's no shot in hell they're going to be like, this asshole said what about that player? Yeah, we're not going to talk to him. That's my guess, though. But yeah, I would love it. It would be really cool. I mean, heck, I don't even have to do film. I enjoy the film stuff. I just love the Jets. I feel like Hard Knocks and HBO is probably more realistic. Kind of. I don't think I'll ever get hired by the Jets, though. Can't wait to get my new throwback Rodgers jersey, says Jets fan 4. Nicholas says, just purchased my 80s Rodgers jersey. Beyond hyped. Glad I waited to get one. Jet Life says, by the way, Mims was interviewed today, asked about the Jets, and was kind of dissing us, saying there's better vibes. Yeah, well, usually when someone's on the way out, they don't have too much nice stuff to say. Sorry, asshole, should have caught some passes. Mimsy, you out of here. That's right. Screw him. Andrew asking, Ryan, I'll be tailgating opening day L5. Where will you be at? I have no idea. I think I'm going to link up with Blewett, though. I'm going to be at the game with Tigo as well. We both kind of got tickets. We both had kids coming around the same time. Weren't sure if either one of us was going to go. So now I think we're both going. Possibly both. I'm definitely going. I don't know where I'm going to be. I'm probably not going to advertise where I'm going to be because well, maybe I will. We'll see. I'm not trying to do any kind of like crazy tailgate or nothing, though. Andrew Yale says, question, Ryan, how about the Jets logo on MetLife? I really like that. I don't actually like the round football-y thing around the logo. I really hope they don't do that. I hope they do just like that. Where is it? That Jet logo. I hope it's just that on the field. None of that weird round football thing. I think it looks kind of goofy. But I'm just happy we get it on the field. Edward Ziff drops in, says, Fuse Vapor Limited, not stitched. Just got it. It only has upgraded jersey with V collar. What the hell are my jerseys then? Now I got to look at it. I thought every jersey had the V collar. Tell me I ordered something squirrely. Jets selling me some DH gate type stuff. Oh, let's see. What did Ryan get? What the hell's the difference? Oh, maybe a thicker neck? Yeah, it looks like it's a little thicker. That's all right. I won't tell the difference. Trey says, I heard Zach Wilson will be returning punts. Is this true? Megan says, where to watch the Hall of Fame game? I think it'll just be on like NFL Network or something. Wimmy says, didn't get a jersey, but bought my Jets versus Dolphins tickets for December 17th. That's going to be the Miami one. In Miami. Let's go, Jets, Jets. Very cool. I've been to, what is it, Hard Rock Stadium? It's actually pretty nice. I like it more than our stadium. It gives me similar vibes to like Giant Stadium, where you could actually walk around the entire ring. Lord Supreme, what's up, Ryan? Also wanted to ask you, the hat you wear, what's the name of that hat so I can buy one? Always loved it. Where'd you get it from? Right here? Actually, I think if you go into the description of this video, I'm pretty sure I have my Amazon affiliate store in there. So if you're like new dads or like some of the gear that I have on, you go in there, and if you order it from Amazon, should get 2-day shipping if it's a Prime thing. But I got this on Amazon. It's in that, studio gear stuff. And if you buy it, doesn't cost you any more, and I guess I get some sort of kickback in some capacity. I think I just get like little gift card increments added to my account, but it's kind of cool. It's better than me, pitching a whole bunch of stuff I don't like. It's all stuff I actually use. And there's a ton of baby stuff on there. So any of you guys that are new dads or prospective dads, and you're thinking about wowing your wife, you could do a little recon down there, and they'll have no idea that you saw it watching this. Or you could tell them, and then you'd be like, oh, man, that's great. Then maybe they'll sub me up. Frank says, can't wait for the throwback green jersey. Will we get them also? I don't think so. I think they're just going to do the white this year. We'll see. Let's not get greedy. J-Boy says, Ryan, I have a feeling I have a feeling first 3 weeks will be the Rodgers-Hardman show. I do think Hardman's going to have a big role in this team, and it just seems like they're force-feeding Garrett Wilson the ball, so I think he's going to get a ton of touches, and we're literally going to annihilate teams. If this defense continues to play up to the level we've kind of witnessed in camp, it's going to be exciting. Nanga says, will the Jets use Wilson the way the Vikings used Jefferson? I guess so. A lot. Is that what you're asking? Especially with Breece Hall coming back. Maybe that could be like the Dalvin Cook for Justin Jefferson. Allow him to get open a little bit more. Steven says, girl babies are better than boys because boys are dicks. That humor is not lost on me. I enjoyed that. Amato says, who won the fight between Clemens and Ruckert? I mean, heck, I'm giving Ruckert a nice little pat on the back for just going after Clemens. Any other person in the league sees Clemens, they're turning and running the other way. So just to have the stones to go at him, that's all I need. I would think Clemens would eat Ruckert, though. Just seems like that. Amanda says, I love when you wear the aviator hat for your show. Thank you. I should wear it more. I usually just have it on the back of the seat right here. Oh, and then she follows it up with, you have the best background for your show as well. Oh, shucks. I have my little statue dude back there, Florence, or Lawrence, or Flo. I don't know. I'm not allowed to change the name, apparently. He usually has a cheese head on him, but I got to make my cheese head better. Going to camp on the 30th. I'm going to have a cheese pizza slice ahead. That's what I'm looking at. Ooh, John says, can we get an OnlyFans advertisement banner? So I have to make, for those of you guys that don't know, myself, O'Leary, and Green Bean started our new channel, Talking Jets channel. And you guys on this channel, if you're a member of the channel, you have, economy class, frequent flyer, first class. Well, we have one tier over there, and we are totally not mature at all. We can barely handle ourselves. And it's called OnlyFans. So if you want to subscribe to our OnlyFans, you can head over to the Talking Jets channel and join the membership tier. I cannot disclose what may or may not pop through your members only feed. Oh, geez. PCR says, nothing wrong with DHgate. Don't need to spend $300 on jersey. No, I completely agree. The DHgate stuff that I have bought in the past, I have regretted about half of it. Other things I have gotten are of a better quality. If you're sitting next to someone with the same jersey on, though, and one is legit and one's not, you'll be able to tell the difference. The color is not quite the same. But for $25 or whatever it is, I won't fault anyone for that. Wimmy says, all this dad talk and all I keep doing is practicing. No kids yet. Oh, trust me. I was practicing. I got really good at it. And now I'm, Becca's going to kill me in 2 weeks. Okay, Yeti says, just popped in. Homer in me is asking to throw a 5-star. I see potential weakness. But cheese and rice. Look at this lineup. I have no idea what cheese and rice means. But okay, cool. Oh, geez. Jay says, just had my firstborn in March. May this new generation break the curse. Right? Hopefully our kids don't see anything but winning going forward. I think, at least for a stretch of time, the years that I was a fan from 97 through 2010, that would probably be the best stretch of years that we've had in a long time. And then the last half of my Jet existence, fan-wise, has been lackluster, to say the least. All right, let's see. You know what? Let's do this. Oh, I didn't get any of this stuff set up. Ryan, what are you doing? All right, let's see if I can get this queued up because I did not prep anything over here. I'll get this. All right. So we have reached the 8:30 mark in our show. And if you'd like to join the call-in show, the pinned comment in the live chat has a link. All you have to do is click on that, read the instructions. I don't want people calling in that are not listening to instructions. If you have all these, feedback and whatnot in your headphones, it's going to drive me bonkers. Crossfire says, Ryan, love the throwback jerseys. Let's effing go. Crossfire, how amped are you? All right. Person up. Let me see if hang tight. I have to do a thing that I didn't set up because I'm a rookie. And I didn't do this before. Ryan should have set it up beforehand and he didn't. That's all right. Boom. All right, let's see. Vinnie, can you hear me?
Hello?
Vinnie, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. What's up?
Cool. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Dude, I'm hanging in there. It's been a long time coming. Getting the call-in show back. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
I love the uniform reveal. I mean, we all knew it was coming. I mean, we all saw it this week. We all saw it this Friday. We all knew it. It was obviously worst kept secret in the NFL. But it's exciting, and I love the reveal video using the old NFL films clips in there. You got when they have Mario, there's a clip of him screaming, "Now we're talking."
After Vinny's call, what I'll do is I actually have the trailer pulled up. For those of you guys that have not seen the trailer, I'll play that momentarily. Did you get yourself a jersey, V-Man?
I don't know. I got a lot of things I'm saving up for right now, so we'll see.
That's fair. Don't have to go all in all at once.
Like I said, yeah. Like, obviously, I am saving it for a trip to La Isla del Encanto.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds like Island of something, and I don't know what that means.
Island of Enchantment, Puerto Rico.
Ooh, very cool. Where's that?
That's where I'm from. I'm Puerto Rican.
So you're saving? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. When you say it's where you're from, I thought you meant you were like, there now, and you're just trying to get back there. No.
But honestly, no.
What are you looking?
Honestly,
sorry.
I gotta say this. You know what? Then it's making me feel riding a wave of '80s nostalgia. You know what? You gotta bust out your Mario on your NES and get out your copy of Empire Strikes Back. Let's go.
Ooh, I like it. Just go hard with the '80s themed gear.
Absolutely, man.
Dude, it's nice to see the old logo back, even if it's just for 2 games. Like I'm jazzed on it.
I know, it's gonna be fun. It'll be fun to see that logo. And obviously we know why they did it with Klecko getting in. Obviously, that's why they picked that style because long time coming, too long.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, let's be honest. At least he gets into. At least he's seeing himself get in. Unlike another recent Jets Hall of Famer who unfortunately didn't get to see themselves make it.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Vinny? You know what time it is? Boom! You've been ejected, Vinny. All right, we got Charles. Then we got Joe, the Atlanta Jets fan. Then we got Joe, the other Joe. But before I hop over to you guys, let's take a watch of the uniform release.
Rolls back the pass. He is throwing deep. He has it at the 50. Breaks away. He's going to get a touchdown.
When these jets took flight, they ascended to great heights.
They were hard workers who preferred to battle in the dust rather than bask in the limelight.
The New York Sack Exchange.
Jet fever reached epidemic proportions. The Sack Exchange established a raging bull market for sacks.
Let's friggin' go! I'm all fired up. Let's go. Ready to run through a brick wall. That's how I feel. I love it so much, my earbuds are popping out. I don't know where my other one went. One clanking down below me. That's all right. I'm fired up. You guys can let me know in the chat what you guys think. All right. Let's hop over to our boy, Charles. Charles, how you doing
Ryan,
tonight?
first off, before we begin, I just want to say congratulations on baby girl number 2.
Thank you.
I'm very happy the Jets are bringing back the 80s jerseys.
I'm listening to you, by the way. I'm just running down below my desk to try and find my other earbud real quick. So I'm listening.
And I'm glad the Jets are embracing the good part of their history, like the Jets used to wear the Titans jerseys from back in the day, which I thought was pretty interesting too. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying training camp so far. I mean, I'm glad Aaron Rodgers is putting on a show. It means that the whole Aaron Rodgers is washed up is just a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of fans. I posted one video of Sauce swatting away the Garrett Wilson throw. And I had so many Patriot fans comment on it like, oh, he's washed, or like, Miami fans that are having this little Napoleon complex with his arm, to his arm and not being strong. They're like, oh, Rodgers is washed. That's what's going on right now. That's what we're seeing. It's like, dude, you realize Sauce is like 100 feet tall and he was fully stretched out to like knock that ball away? Kick rocks.
Sauce goes like 6'1", 6'2", and he's got a big-ass wingspan, so they need to
He's
shut
like
the fuck up.
73-inch wingspan. Enormous.
I know. He's kind of like Cromartie and Revis combined with the arm length and the coverage skill. That's what I said before on the Jets YouTube channel. Like, this guy's a combination of Revis and Cromartie. Anyways, wow, I lost my train. Oh yeah, Garrett Wilson's a stud. I love me some Garrett Wilson. I like the fact that he's humble, confident, but not like, there's a difference between calm and confident and being cocky and asshole-ish and obnoxious. That's what I like about Garrett Wilson. I like the fact that he was very vocal last year, but not in a bad way. Like, he was vocal in the sense that, where I came from, we're used to winning. Winning should be the expectation here. We need to be better on offense. Our defense is doing its job. We should be doing our job. That's what I like. That's what impressed me the most about Garrett Wilson last year.
Yeah, I mean, watching him and how he's progressed in just a year. I mean, just having a competent quarterback back there, he looks incredible. Like, all the guys that we had on our team last year, it makes you realize just how badly we needed the quarterback. And Garrett Wilson's going to go off. I think he could break all our passing receiving records this year.
And if you didn't know, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers' former teammate, posted Instagram about that sideline, about the spectacular catch Garrett Wilson made. So I can definitely see him and Garrett. I said this on these forums in which I'm a lead moderator on, that he and Garrett Wilson are going to hook up extremely well together. It's going to be like peanut butter and jelly or whatever the hell. Anyway, have a good day, Ryan.
See you, Charles. You've been ejected from the cockpit. Get out of here, Charles. You gone. All right. Up next, we got Joe. You're an Atlanta Jets fan. Joe, how you doing today, brother?
Yes, sir. I'm doing great. Feeling great. Great attitude. I just can't stop smiling. I can't stop smiling.
Dude, good energy, right? Like, it was nice to see the
Absolutely.
fan base explode with all the highlights from camp, and then all of a sudden they drop the throwbacks and the fans go even more bananas. It's great.
Yeah, great. I've been arguing all week. I've been finding myself in a lot of sports debates all week, including in the like in our fan base as well too, because I'm probably the only Zach Wilson's fan ever. Like, I guess I'm the only one left.
Nah, look, hey, I'm rooting for Zach. I'm just also enjoying Rodgers while we have him. I could care
Absolutely.
less about like Zach, and I just hope he develops behind the scenes. I shouldn't say I care less, because then I say I care about him, but I don't care about him. But I do care about him. I want to see him progress further. I'm just going to enjoy Rodgers while he's here.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to enjoy Rodgers while he's here, but just can't forget about the guy that's going to be next. But I'm super excited about this year. This season alone will be my first season because I'm living in Atlanta, so I'm traveling to New Jersey twice this year. I got my plane tickets already. I'm traveling twice. I'm going to the Patriots game, my first Jets versus Patriots game, just because I have to be in the atmosphere. Like, I have to be
Dude,
there.
that one's going to be wild.
I know. I'm going to the first one on the 24th, and then I'm going to the Falcons game because I can't stand the Falcons, even though I'm from Atlanta. I just don't like the team. So I'm going to fly up there to see it first. You can see it in person, what we're going to do to this team in Atlanta. So I'm super excited. Also, I'm going to also got my tickets for the preseason game against the Panthers. I'm driving.
Oh, cool.
It's like a 3.5-hour drive, but hey, I drive to Chattanooga every day, so it's like an extra hour.
I had to think of that real quick. I was like, there's no way Atlanta's 3 hours from New Jersey. And I was like, oh, wait, it's in Carolina.
Yeah, it's in Carolina. So I was like, you know what? Let me see how much the tickets are. I'm on the way up there. I was like, yep, that's good enough. So I'll be sitting like row 2. I actually be sitting pretty close. And I will be wearing my Jack Wilson jersey because I spent a bit of money on it.
Yeah. To spend too much money to just retire it right now.
Yeah, hopefully I make hard knocks saying, I still believe Zach.
So you could scrape off the number if you can, and then like throw a 17 on the back. Boom. See? Thrifty.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm sure. I'll keep it in the back of my closet when he becomes.
That's all right. I got to sign Zach Wilson ball. His rookie year, we had a golf outing at Black Bear, and I threw $20 into a raffle, and I wound up winning the ball. I was like, oh, sweet, this is gonna be worth something someday. Right now, it's probably not worth the ball it's printed on. Joe, thank you so much for the call. You've been ejected from the cockpit. We got Joe, then Sonny, then Christian, then Rhino coming up. I just want to jump over to some super chats real quick. RJ McPot drops in, says, think that Saquon dilemma will start to set a precedent for running backs holding out and asking for money sooner. We laugh at the Giants, but Brees is a beast. Yeah, and the Giants had Saquon for an extra year. We're not going to get that with Brees. I'm trying not to worry much about the Brees contract right now because he's under contract for the rookie years. You know you're going to have to pay him if you want to keep him. I do think that the running back has kind of gotten screwed pretty hard. If it were me, I would try to petition the league to do a flex tag. So that way you have, let's see, receivers, tight ends, and running backs all lumped into one tag because tight ends are basically receivers now anyway. And the goal with making a running back on that same tag is that no team is going to want to pay $20 million for a running back, and instead will either have to pay a massive premium to franchise tag a good running back, or they're going to have to work out a contract with that player. And I feel like that is a good sort of middle ground until they can figure out a better way to kind of go about it. Unless that just means they're going to replace running backs earlier now. But I would think that running back that could have gotten the contract that is then let go would be able to sign with another team for the money he's probably looking for. So I do think there's an issue with running back contracts, and I don't think they're paid proportionately to how important they are for a team. It just sucks because they're such a bell cow I shouldn't say bell cow, but they're such a big part of the offense, and they take so many shots that their durability is just, they get the piss kicked out of them throughout the year. So hopefully that something changes. Crossfire gifted a Jets Talk membership. Yeah. Thank you, Crossfire. Who got it? Fonz got it. Fonz, make sure you check out all those emojis in the chat so you can see that. Little JETS action. I got to update some of them. I got to take a look. I haven't updated them a little bit. All right. We're going to hop over to Joe. Joe, how you doing tonight, brother?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. It's been a long time. How you been the last few months?
Oh, boy. I got to say, excited. Oh, first off, congratulations on your second daughter, Ryan.
Thank you very much. I am very, very excited for this.
I am very excited for this. Me and you were talking about Aaron Rodgers, I remember, before he came to the Jets, hoping that he would come here, and he finally came. And he's doing well, man.
Dude, not even just on the field and with the teammates, but like he's soaking in the media. We haven't played a game, obviously, so there's no real bad feelings towards him yet. Like, how is he going to react when he has a rough game or we lose or something happens? Like, that's probably going to be the next hurdle we look at. But he's so like wise beyond his years. The media is just loving covering him right now. It's great. It's fun to watch, and I think Hard Knocks is just going to be incredible to see.
You know, it's funny. The media made it sound like, I don't know if it was the Wisconsin media, Milwaukee media, or Green Bay media, that is, excuse me. Like, near the end, he was very disgruntled. He wasn't a team player. It's totally opposite since he's been on the Jets, but
I was going to say, I can tell you when I've shifted, jobs or different things in the past or found myself on a new team doing something, there's an energy that comes about. And it's that they say that with a lot of players too. They just need a change of scenery. And that's what Aaron Rodgers needed. He lost his number one receiver. He lost his offensive coordinator. The team didn't believe in him. Like, this team wants him. His fan base is like frothing at the mouth for him. Like, this is where he needed to be.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited. So far this year, Joe Colecco gets in the Hall of Fame. Darrell Revis is in the Hall of Fame. I went to high school in the late 80s, and I can't believe we're bringing back the throwback jerseys. I'm really excited, man.
Did you get yourself a jersey yet?
No, I'm going to order one, actually. I'm hoping to go August 5th to the training camp because I go every year. So I might pick one up there. It might cost a little more money, but I really don't care.
Yeah, you get to wear it there then.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
I have a Quinnen Williams jersey, a away jersey anyway.
I ordered Quinnen and I ordered Klecko. Those were the two I went with. They say like 3 to 7 days it's going to ship, but I don't know if I buy that. We'll see.
Well, let's just talk football 1 second here.
Sure.
I agree. I think Jermaine Johnson's going to really stand out this year. If he gets the opportunity, I think he's going to make an impact. I'm looking at a 7-8 sack season.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's going to have a big year. If he has like 40 to 50% of the snaps, I think he was somewhere around 25 last year, 25% of snaps. I think he's going to be unstoppable off the edge. I love it. Joe.
Yeah.
Boom! You've been ejected. See, I'm fired up. We got a bunch of people calling in. So everyone, right at 3 minutes, your ass is out of here. All right. We got Sonny, then Christian, then Rhino, then Hank. Before we go into that, I just want to throw Charlie's super chat on the screen. Charlie, thank you so much. He says, these new jerseys are so fire. Ordered my Rodgers jersey right after watching Greeny wear it. Let's fucking go Jets. Dude, I ordered Klecko. I ordered Quinnen Williams. I almost got like tried to get a Namath or something like that. Or then I saw Revis's jersey and I was like, ooh, that's interesting. Maybe I get that. And then I'm just like frothing at the mouth. I want every single jersey in this colorway. I just want it. I want it to happen. Ooh, Crossfire. Gifting another channel membership. Thank you so much. Scott V ends up getting the gifted membership from Crossfire. So, guys, make sure you drop in some JETS for our newest members. Let's hop over to Sonny. Sonny, how you doing, brother?
Hey Ryan, how are you, man? It's been a little while.
Yeah, long time no talk. How you feeling?
Good, doing good. Really excited about the Jets. Also want to congratulate you on the new baby coming. That's really great stuff.
Thank you. We're very excited. It was a little quicker than I was anticipating. I was kind of hoping for a 1.5 year gap, but we're rocking and rolling.
That's good enough. I'm super excited about these jerseys. It's ridiculous. I looked on the website earlier. I was like, all right, let me hop on and order one. Then I looked at all the players and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even know which one I want. So after looking for a few minutes, I'm like, I got to think about this and then go back and order one. I was caught up between Rodgers and or either getting a Quinnen. But either way, man, for them to bring back those jerseys, and supposedly they're wearing them week 1 and then week 4.
Yep. Yeah, both primetime games. So a Monday night game and a Sunday night game.
That's really
Make sure the whole country can watch us dominate the Chiefs and the Bills in those.
I mean, Ryan, can you imagine if they play the Chiefs week 4 and we just annihilate them? Can you imagine what would go on at that stadium?
They're gonna lose. The Jet fans are gonna lose their mind. Like that's just gonna week 1's gonna set the tone. If we come out and we beat Buffalo, all bets are off. The team's gonna be frothing, and if we're going in on like what it was a week 4, so if we're like 2-1 or 3-0 heading into the Chiefs game, and we go in and
it's gonna be insane.
I trust our defense against their offense.
Yeah, I mean, if our defense, man, and they with Aaron Rodgers, that defense is going to look even better than it did last year. So that's the scary part about this is the potential. We don't really know. We just got to see them put it together, and there's really no telling how good they can be this year. I got season tickets, Ryan. I'm in section 140, and I know you guys are doing the thing about walking on the field pregame for the Chargers.
Yep.
That's only if I buy a ticket with you guys?
Yeah, unfortunately, the Jets are only you only get those like group ticket experiences for the tickets that are purchased.
Gotcha.
So that's
gotcha. Then maybe I'll just do the tailgate and meet you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a tailgate only option on our website. So if you want to do that, Tailgate Joe throws a great tailgate party. We're supposed to have our own little pop-up tent, so you'll know where to find us and everything.
Yeah. Was it like bring your own beer or something?
No, it's included. So it's food, beverage, entertainment, games, things like that. Yeah, it's like $65, which like if you don't have to bring anything.
I'm definitely gonna get a ticket. I would love to meet you guys for sure.
Hell yeah, Sonny. You know what time it is though? Boom! You're out of here. I love it, Sonny. Gonna jump over to some super chats real quick. Then we got Christian, Rhino, and then Hank on the phone. RJ drops in and says, thoughts go out to the unsung Sack Exchange member, Abdul Salam. Heard he's not doing so hot. Hopefully makes a cameo sometime soon. Yeah, that would be wonderful. I didn't know anything was going on with him. I got to keep up on my stuff. John drops in there, says, can we reflect back to January, trying to be positive about overspending on Derek Carr or settling for Jimmy G? Well, let's reflect back to January, right? Because that's when we got Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. We got Nathaniel Hackett, and that's when all the rumors and breadcrumbs started dropping. You knew Rodgers was going to be option 1. And a lot of us were talking about Derek Carr because he was going to be available. You weren't going to have to trade for him. No picks given up. But Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, one is higher than the other. And I'm very glad we did not pull the trigger on Carr because it does seem like Rodgers is here for at least 2 years. I really think we're going to get 3 years out of him. I was saying that before. I don't think we're going to find out it's a 3-year deal, really, until after the season when they have to make a decision on Zach. I think that's when we'll get it. Let's see. Victor drops in. Victor just became a member of the channel. Yeah, Victor. Drop some JETS in the chat. You got some cool emojis in there. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, brother. Crossfire hops in. It says, can I buy the group ticket and gift it to someone else, or better yet, do it one night on Tuesday? Sure, you could do that. That's fine. I just want to make sure we get it to the right person and we have their contact info and everything. So we got to work out some of the logistics, but you could definitely do that. That's fine. If you want to purchase it on the website and just put, I guess, email me first, and then that way I know what it is, and then I'll like star it, and then we can gift that to someone if they would like. That'd be cool. Thank you, Crossfire. All right, let's hop back to the calls. We've got Christian joining the show. Christian, how you doing tonight, brother?
I am hyped.
Right? How cool was it to see these jerseys get released today?
Honestly, they look pretty sick. Not gonna lie,
dude. So dope. Are you gonna wind up getting
these
one?
The main jerseys and just retire the current ones that we have.
I 100% agree. 100% agree. I do not love the current jerseys. I don't like the arrow on the side. I feel like the green is kind of a harsh green for the jerseys. Like, I like the white version of our jerseys. I think those are fine. But man, these throwbacks are fresh.
Yeah, like now that I think about it, I don't know which jersey or logo I miss more. The ones that we had the last time we made the playoffs, or the New York Stock Exchange jerseys. I just cannot make my mind.
I really like. So I grew up. I was born in '89, and my whole Jet fanhood that I remember was the Parcells era jerseys, where it was that like hunter green or army green or whatever with the logo, the logo that we've all seen for the last 20 years.
Yep.
But my first Jets jacket was with that logo, the swoosh logo, and I love it. I've loved the swoosh logo forever. I put it into the channel logo here. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm glad to see it back.
Yeah, and especially considering that Rodgers and how he looks in it.
Ooh, it's gonna look even better when they start winning in these jerseys. Like, it's gonna be nice. And not to mention, I understand this is like the sack exchange era, but this defensive line is like the new version of what we hope to be very close to that New York sack exchange. Quinnen Williams, Clemens, Lawson, McDonald, Huff, the list goes on and on, just monster after monster on this defensive line.
Yeah, did you hear that the Jets are going to put that logo at the 50-yard line for week 1 and week 4 against the Bills and Chiefs?
I did see that. The only thing I don't like about it is it has that weird football thing around it, and I would like to see them get rid of the football circle thing around it. I would like to see it as just the Jet logo with the swoosh. I think that would look really clean. I think it looks kind of goofy with the circle around it, but I'm very happy to see the Jet logo there nonetheless.
Yeah, it really reflects our branding more than our current logo. Our current logo just looks kind of dumb.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I really don't. I think it's a fine logo. It's more so the uniform itself that bugs me.
Yeah. All right.
Anything else you got for me before I eject you from the cockpit? You're out of here, Christian. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to hop over to Rhino. Rhino, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the cockpit.
What's up, my man? What's going on?
I'm hanging in there. Very, very excited about these new uniforms. How you feeling about them?
Pretty good, all strapped in and ready to go.
Hell yeah. What you got on your mind?
I got two things. Actually, three. Mm-hmm. First of all, congratulations on the new baby coming.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Secondly, as a Jet fan, we've watched dozens of quarterbacks come in and out of here. Mm-hmm. And watching Rodgers on Saturday when I was there for the training camp, mm-hmm. He plays at a level that we're not used to.
Uh-huh. Absolutely incredible. I was there on Saturday, and it was electric. As soon as he came out from the training facility, and everyone, Aaron Rodgers, just a roar.
It was awesome. But there's much more, to me, there's a much more of a cerebral part to his game that we're not used to seeing from except for maybe Pennington. Mm-hmm. There's hand signals. There's looking over the defense. There's 17 other things he's thinking about before the ball is even snapped. And we're just
It's
not
amazing.
used to
It's like
that.
he's predetermined where it's going. He's like, okay,
Yes.
I know that safety's coming down. I know based on how this guy's like leaning that he's going to be making this type of move. Incredible.
But we've never had a quarterback like that. So seeing that and his accuracy and his quick decisions is something as a Jet fan you're like, I'm just dumbfounded. Like, I don't know, how does this work?
How cool was that Garrett Wilson catch they posted where he like toe tapped? I was like, oh,
that was gorgeous.
Just have it on repeat.
It was by him. The ball was by him, and he caught it.
Oh yeah. So let me pluck it from out of bounds and like keep my toes in. Incredible.
And to say about the uniforms, my grandson, I'm 57. I got a grandson who's 11, and he uses the word fire. And I think it was the first time I ever used the word fire in my life. To describe
I love it.
Something that was,
but it's so true.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, I grew up with them. I grew up in the obviously in the 80s, and watching the sack exchange was just an experience in and of itself. I remember in our class in high school, I was literally painting Gastineau's jersey onto an actual shirt I had, so I could have a Gastineau jersey.
That's cool.
That's how far I go back.
I love it.
Yeah, watching that training camp on Saturday was an experience that Jet fans really aren't used to, and it's great to see, because I think this turns over a whole new leaf for the organization.
It really does. It feels like there's a whole new energy and passion here, and I'm here for it. I'm good with all these bandwagon fans. Like, come on in. You're welcome. All Packers fans, you want to come and be Jet fans for a few years? Totally fine. Rhino, thank you so much for the call.
Take care, bud.
Been ejected from the cockpit. K Yeti drops in, says, say hi, Bishop. Hi, Bishop. Yeah, he's 4 years old, hanging out. It's got to be past your bedtime, Bishop. What are you doing? Thank you for hanging out. Much appreciated. I like Bishop. Bishop, you can come on anytime. All right. We're going to hop over to Matt. Matt, how you doing tonight, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm hanging in there. I'm super fired up about these jerseys right now. How you feeling?
Yeah, I am too. I feel like the jerseys are really cool. Like, I like them a lot. Like, the way it looked on Sauce was sick, and like, I'm so excited for this year. I think like, I feel like if I was like an average NFL fan, I wouldn't really know much of the Jets. Like, I know Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner, like all the main players, but like they don't know about like Jermaine Johnson, for an example. Like, he's gonna have a breakout year. Like those guys are gonna contribute so much, and they're gonna have such big years for us.
And especially being on Hard Knocks, like, people are going to learn about Jermaine Johnson. They're going to learn about Michael Clemens. Like, there's no way they're not showing the baseball bat with the barbed wire on it. Like, they're going to get everything.
Yeah, like,
and all the stuff that we've been gushing over for the last year and a half, they're going to see these players. I really like the Sauce jersey. I think the one looks so fresh in this iteration of the jerseys.
It's so nice. Like I just like we had a really good roster last year, but I think it's going to be even better this year because like we were so young and stuff. Like, for an example,
just think about the injuries coming back. You got AVT and Brees coming back, and then Garrett Wilson already looks like, I mean, he was good at the beginning of last season, but just instantly better with, getting Aaron Rodgers in here.
Yeah, I think people are kind of like underrating Rodgers a little bit because, like, production-wise, he didn't have a great year last year, but he was also in a terrible situation with playing with a hurt thumb. And I also think that Garrett Wilson, I think he's going to be so much better this year. I think Garrett Wilson has a shot to, he's going to put up numbers. I think he could, put up, 1,500 yards and just be dominant this year. And I think Rodgers will be, back, to certified top 5 quarterback for sure.
Could you imagine if he wins an MVP with us? If Rodgers has, an MVP-level season with the Jets, I think Garrett Wilson is going to have that 1,500-yard season as well. If he stays healthy, it's going to be a really, really impressive year. His yak ability is just incredible.
Yeah, if Rodgers wins an MVP, New York fans are going to be going crazy. But, for an example, Sauce Gardner, I'd say he was a top 2-3 cornerback last season. He was a rookie. Yeah. He's only going to get better. I feel like like this team right now, we were 7-3 or 7-4, and then then we went on a really big losing streak and stuff. But now we have a quarterback like Rodgers that for sure will not let that happen. I think we could get anywhere from 10 to 12 to 13 wins this year, and I think we'll definitely be competing for the Super Bowl. It really just depends on the quarterback play and how the defense plays and stuff. Because Rodgers is going to make Garrett great, and Breece Hall is going to be really good after those first 5 weeks. Because Breece Hall might struggle a little bit when he comes back.
Boom! You know what it is. 3 minutes and you're out of here. I like where he's going with this, though. I do think that Rodgers is going to make not even just the offense better, but the defense better. You're talking about a guy that can actually put up points, and now our pass rush can tee off and pin their ears back. How many times did the Jets play with a lead last year? Not very frequently. So you're talking the beginning part of the season, right? When we were facing the backup quarterbacks and we had a little bit of a lead going into those games, that's when you got to see the effect of having a lead. Even though it's weird because it wasn't, it was sort of artificially manufactured because you had the maybe weaker quarterbacks at the time. But this year, you're going to score the points, and then the defense will be able to do what they did at the beginning of last year. So I'm amped on it. K. Yeti says, tits, dude. One new Jets fan and counting. I'm in Arizona making dinner. K. Yeti, we're glad we're converting Bishop. I love it. All right, I got Doug, then I got Jake on the line. Doug, welcome to the cockpit.
Hey, Ryan, how's it going?
I'm hanging in there. How you feeling?
Not too bad. Congratulations on the upcoming daughter. It's funny.
Thank you.
I follow all you YouTube creators, you, Jake Asman, Matt O'Leary, Green Bean, and it kind of almost feels like a family I haven't met.
Oh, for sure. It's nice. I mean, the Jet community that we've kind of built over these last few years, all the content guys are super tight with one another. Green Bean and Matt are two of my best friends. I love talking to Jake. I love talking to Richie. Blewett and I, go back and forth all the time with the Jets X Factor guys. It's a good time. It really is.
Oh, yeah. I spent a lot of time following all of y'all. But these uniforms, I became a fan during the Ken O'Brien, Wesley Walker, Al Toon, Freeman McNeil, Mickey Schuler, Shaq Exchange era. So this is the jerseys I became, and the logo I became a fan under. And I kept having the thought today, the last time I saw a number 8 on a Jets player in this uniform was Browning Mitchell.
Wow. Are you going to wind up getting one of these new throwbacks and one of the new players wearing it? Or are you just going to kind of hang back and watch the magic, thinking about the old Sack Exchange?
I will probably get one, although I'm a little snake bit. I bought my first ever jersey last year, and
it was Elijah Moore, wasn't it?
No, Zach Wilson. At least Zach is still on the team.
I have a kiss of death for some of my things. I bought a Sheldon Richardson jersey. I had a Favre jersey. I had Darnold, Jamal Adams, one after the other, just chopped, axed down. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting another jersey. And I was like, all right, well, I got to get a Sauce jersey. And I think I broke the curse with that one.
Yeah, it's I went to my first ever Jets game last year. I flew from Dallas out to Denver because I went to high school in Colorado. And so I was like, I got a Zach Wilson jersey, wore that to the game, saw the injuries happen and stuff. And it's like,
damn it. Throw your hands up. You can't do anything about it. It's just it sucks because I went on family leave last year because we had Shea back in June, and then I went on leave 2 days prior to that, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Jets are going to make the playoffs. We're going to go on this run. Channel's going to take off. You lose your 2 best offensive players. Everything goes swirling down the toilet, and I'm just salty and kicking everything. I was so upset.
Right. Yeah, I'm actually going to see my second ever Jets game, game 2 here in Dallas.
Nice.
But I think if I do, I may just wear a Jets hoodie and play it safe.
Just a very generic go team, sort of sweatshirt, like college for oh god, what the hell is that movie? Friggin' oh god, I'm losing my train of thought. You know what it is though. You're out of here. Ejected. Thank you so much for calling in, Doug. Oh, so good, so good. Brian Bogan hops in. He says, fact that the ads for the jerseys say rep what's next makes me think they're going to be our primary jerseys next season. I didn't even notice that. Oh, man, I hope that's true. I hope that's true, Brian. Because then I'll just be buying a whole bunch of jerseys. That's what's going to happen. I got my fingers crossed. We're going to head over to Jake. Jake, how you doing tonight, brother? Long time no talk.
Yeah, man. The long off season, happy off season. The king is here. Everything's great. This is going. Listen, the whole off season went according how I wanted to go. When we got Hackett, we get Rodgers. I can't tell you, man, the level of excitement I have right now. Now, and everyone's raving about the jerseys. There's only one color I care about, and that's the silver from the Lombardi Trophy. That's the only color I care about. That's all we should be aiming and striving for. I know everyone. I just want to recap real sec. Everyone want to talk about Carr. Listen, Derek Carr was getting you a wild card berth. Everyone says, well, let's just make the playoffs. Dude, we've got a 2-3 year window to win the whole damn thing. We got to win this whole thing now. And the team has every ability they can right now to take it. And honestly, everyone talks about the stack part of the schedule in the first 4 weeks. I'll tell you right there, that's the time and that's the period you're really going to know if this team is going to click instantly. And people are saying, like, well, Rodgers has to learn a new system. He doesn't have to learn a new system. It's the same system, except Garrett Wilson's going to be the next Davante Adams. I really believe that wholeheartedly.
Incredible. That toe tap catch that he had was unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope everybody eats their words about getting Deebo Samuel. Everyone's like, no. I'm like, take Garrett Wilson. This kid is going to be the next Diggs, Davante Adams. He is going to show it with Rodgers this year. The only question I just have is just making sure the offensive line is really up to par. Look, I don't trust Becton at all until I start seeing it. There's no reason to start trusting him. Dwayne Brown's on the PUP list or no? I can't remember.
I think he's on the PUP list. He's coming back from the injury. I will say this. I was at the Saturday practice, and Becton looks good. He looks good. He looks motivated. Like, the fans were chanting his name at the very end of practice when he was kind of working on some sideline stuff. So I want to have faith in Becton. I don't have it there. I want to see him actually play on the field, show us that he's still at the level or better than what he was his rookie year, and just show us that he can stay healthy.
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, I'm going to be in Charlotte with one of my NFL agent buddies. We're actually hopefully going to get field passes for the Jets-Panthers preseason game. Obviously, I want to watch, I'd rather watch Chris Streveler play. Is he even on the team anymore? I'd rather watch him than Zach Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The whole crowd went nuts in training camp when Streveler, took off and ran for, 10, 15 yards. It was like... He's almost like this weird mythical creature on the Jets right now. It's a very odd love affair with Streveler.
It's a Taysom Hill kind of thing, but listen,
it definitely is.
15 seconds up. Look, I'm glad we're back and running with this again. We've got a lot more weeks to call in. I'm very excited. Let's just get through no injury preseason, guys. Let's get through it and let's get to September. All right, awesome.
Jake, from your lips to God's ears, hopefully we have no injuries. You have been ejected from the cockpit. All right, I'm a little nervous. We got a Dolphin fan chiming in right now. So, Milky, we're going to go over to you. Welcome to the cockpit.
All right, let me tell you something. The Dolphins going to go 17-0. 17-0.
I don't even have to listen to the rest of this. Okay. Yeah, Dolphins are going to go 17-0. Sure. You and Tua going to make it all 5 minutes into the game. That's what happens. Sorry. I was going to give you 3 minutes. Didn't want to. It's my rules, my show. I make them. See, I wish he was hanging on the phone a little bit longer, so he had to wait that whole time, and then I eject him after 3 seconds. Oh, man.
You guy's an idiot.
I have too much fun with this little soundboard. Hit that like button if you're hanging out. We got over 250 people in here. We only got 100 likes. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Wimmy says, let's not forget we have the 7th hardest schedule this year. Wow. Yeah. I mean, just to think that the Jets had such a rough go of it last year, and now they're like, oh yeah, now you got one of the hardest schedules in the league. The nice thing is most of the teams that you see from year to year, there's so much volatility in how teams kind of perform year over year that there's going to be teams that we expect to be very good that are not. And we're going to expect teams that are bad to be very good. Not be very good, but could be a lot better than we were expecting. Ferris Grim says, Kansas City and the Eagles will be true tests. Those teams are so good. Yeah, week 4 and week 5 back-to-back is going to be a gauntlet. It's going to be rough. If the Jets can hang with both these teams, I would say I'm more worried about the Eagles because of the style of ball they play. It's a very odd, heavy run kind of a team, and I think we could have some issues with that. With Mahomes, he's the better quarterback, and I don't want to go against Mahomes, but at the same time, I like our defense against their offense minus Mahomes. So I do think that we can keep them in check. So I think we have a better chance of winning against the Chiefs than we do against the Eagles. Not to say we shouldn't maybe be favored or whatever. It kind of depends how the first few weeks play out. But yeah, if you can go in and you can at least hang with those teams and have it go down to the wire, then I think you got something brewing. And the rest of the league's going to take notice. Like you beat Buffalo week 1, they'll say, oh, it's a division game. They caught Buffalo sleeping. Didn't know what to expect from the Jets. Then you got Dallas. They'll be like, oh, it's just Dallas. Who knows? Like Dak's, not what he was. Zeke's not there. The team's not what it should be. All right, whatever. Then you get the Patriots. I think it's the Patriots. Is it Chiefs then Patriots or Patriots then Chiefs? I think it's Patriots then Chiefs. Come out and beat the Patriots for the first time in 14 attempts, 18 attempts, whatever the hell it was. It's going to be, people are going to start talking. And then all of a sudden, you come out against the Chiefs. And that's the Jets coming out party. I shouldn't even say that. Jets coming out party is Buffalo week 1. That game's going to be nuts. There's not going to be an atmosphere better than that first Monday night game. Except hopefully the week 9 Chargers Monday night game. We'll see how that gets played out, though. Andrew says, still think we should have went after DeAndre Hopkins with him, Wilson, and Lazard. Who do you cover? Throw to Cobb or Hardman in the slot and Hall for everything underneath. Offense would be insane. I like the idea of having players that want to be here. I think that's more important to me than the skill of the individual player. And I really do believe Corey Davis, if he plays all 17 games, he's going to have a better season than Lazard. I really do. He's just got to stay healthy, first and foremost. I see someone in there saying I missed a super chat. What did I miss? I think I've got them all. I definitely got them all. Yeah, I definitely got them all. I don't know what you're talking about, Zachary. You're wrong. Wimmy says, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, in reality, is a Jets home game. Yeah, when you talk about how many New York fans are down in Florida, it's absolutely going to be closer to a home game than not. I would love to see at that point, like, the Dolphins are just out of it and the Jets just roll deep with fans. Cuca Lake says, Dolphin and chicken both end up in a tuna fish can. I don't eat tuna fish, so I don't care. Blackjack 2020. We are 0-12 against the Eagles in history. I really want to finally beat them this year. So do I. So do I. Milky, upset with me. Why did I knock you off? I ejected you. I didn't knock you off. I'm having fun. Hey, Ali. What's up, dude? If you guys don't follow loyal NY Jet fans on Instagram, you definitely should. Ali's got a banging page. Good dude, too. Wimmy says, Hines, running back for Buffalo, out for the year. Or Dalvin Cook in play. I would say he's more in play than he was earlier today. I can't believe... Hines he got hit by a jet ski. How do you predict that? I don't know what he actually hurt, but holy hell. It's crazy. Ali also says, can't wait to chill with you week 1 and against the Chargers, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped. Hawk, super chat for $0. Wanted to say I love you, Ryan. How'd you make it say that? I didn't realize there was a $0 super chat option. Oh, he just typed it in. I like it. That's funny. I enjoyed that. And that's what he follows it up with. You missed my super chat, bro. Ben. Percentage of snaps Clemens plays on the inside this season. A lot of talk about moving him around. Yeah, I want to say, I should really get the numbers straight on this. I think he played like 20 to 25% of the snaps last year. Oh no, I'm thinking of Jermaine Johnson. I don't know what Clemens played actually. I would like to see him play more. I think he's going to be more on the, I think it's going to be the starting line. I would envision being Lawson, Quinnen, Al Woods, and then maybe JJ. So then I think Clemens would be on, like, if you flip that line, it's probably Clemens and Huff, John Franklin Myers. Who am I missing? I feel like I'm missing someone in there. I definitely am missing someone in there. I would say Clemens plays about 35% of the snaps. You'll see him a lot on special teams, and hopefully we see more. I would love to see him next to Quinnen. Him and Quinnen screaming up the middle, absolutely terrifying for opposing fans or opposing teams, quarterbacks specifically. Hawk says Hines got hit by a jet ski. Yeah, that's actually what happened. I should say he had a jet ski incident. I think he got hit by a jet ski, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not 100% right on that. Jets Forever says, McDonald, Quinnen, Clemens, and Jermaine. That should be the starters. I don't think there's any way Lawson's not a starter, but I would like to see Quinnen, Clemens, and Jermaine. If I could see those three, I think Al Woods will probably play more of that run game, stop on early downs, and then it'll probably be Clemens rotating in after that. It kind of depends on the part of the game, because maybe you have Clemens as like an inside kind of pass rusher with Quinnen later in games after you have a lead and you're not worrying so much about the run at that point. I'd like to see that. I feel like you could put Clemens in front of anyone and he's just going to absolutely destroy them. Phil says, we now have to petition for the white helmet, green lettering next year when last iteration expires. So yeah, the Jets jerseys that they currently have, like the ones with the arrows kind of on the sides that we've been wearing the last 4 years, we have to wear them one more season because you need 5 years in a new jersey before you can switch it up. I'm hoping, like, I think was it John? No, it was Brian that said it. Brian said the ads for the jersey say rep what's next. So we're hoping these white jerseys are going to be what's next year. Then maybe you see like this is the away jersey. Maybe the home jersey is a green version of it with maybe a white helmet and the shiny green Jet logo. That would be kind of cool. Flip-flop back and forth between those. Those would look fresh. The font on this iteration of jerseys is so much better than the ones we are used to right now. All right, we got Mike the Barber joining the show. Mike, how you doing, brother?
Hey guys, it's good hearing you. I just want to see everybody healthy at this point of the year. I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah, I cringe every time I get a Twitter update from Jets camp. It's like, ooh, please don't be an injury.
Yeah, anything. I would actually like to make a trade for a player, but I just want to get through training camp first and just make sure everybody's healthy first.
What is there a particular player you're kind of eyeballing, or is it more just an idea?
Not really, but let's just go for somebody that could, doesn't have to per se make the bank, but get like a really productive guy. I mean, could you imagine if we had DeAndre Hopkins like type of production?
Yeah, I understand why fans wanted the Hopkins thing to happen. I would have liked to have seen that, but at the same time, I really like Corey Davis. I like that he's been here. I think he's kind of earned his stripes. He wants to be here, where D-Hop never really struck me as someone who wanted to be a Jet. I think he was just looking for the payday, and I don't think the Jets were ever going to give him the payday he was looking for.
He doesn't fit the character that we want.
Yeah.
But
then again, neither does Dalvin Cook, though. That's the thing. Like, Dalvin Cook's got a lot of skeletons in his closet. He's definitely.
Do you want to see somebody on the offense or defense, on a trade next?
So I don't really want to trade. If I had to trade for someone, maybe it would be a late round pick for Kevin Byard, the safety from the Titans. That would be someone that I would like sniff around. Sure. I think he has the potential of possibly being cut. So if he's willing to be traded and restructure his deal to like a team friendly deal to ball out this year, I think safety is a potential, concern. I do like that they like Tony Adams. I like Whitehead. I like Amos, but I still feel a little leery on the back end. I honestly don't know. If there's an offensive lineman that kind of shakes free, I wouldn't mind adding them.
I'm very scared on offense. I'm not going to lie. I feel like we do need one extra player. Do you feel the same?
I don't know. Are you talking about the offensive line specifically, or are you talking about just in general the team needs another?
General. Do you think we're good enough to go? That's what I'm asking.
I think where my concern is the what ifs. Like, what if Brees is not 100%? If Brees isn't 100%, I'm a lot more concerned about running back. As much as I do like Carter and Bam and Izzy, I would be concerned a bit. As much as I love our wide receiver room right now, if you lose someone like a Garrett Wilson, I'm not feeling super comfortable because I don't trust the health of Corey Davis. You just can't you have to bank on those guys being there. And then if something happens, then you have to make a trade before the trade deadline. I'm hoping, knocking on wood.
Pickup. Devontae Adams.
It would be so cool. Mike, you've been ejected from the cockpit. So I know what you're talking about. You're saying Devontae Adams. I do think next year Devontae Adams could be an option. It kind of depends what happens in Vegas this year. And honestly, what happens with Corey Davis. If Corey Davis balls out and he can stay healthy, I would very much like to keep Corey Davis on this team because I think Garrett Wilson is a new, young version of Devontae Adams. I don't think you necessarily need to spend the crazy amount of money, whatever draft picks you're going to have to do to give up for him. Now, if the Jets ball out and players are like, I want to go play for the Jets because Rodgers is there, and I'll take nickels on the dollar because I know I'm going to have a shot at a ring. That's what I want. Megan says, Sauce and Reed own Allen, Diggs, Davis. We talking week 1. We own you, Buffalo. I mean, think about it. We beat them last year without Brees, without AVT, and Zach Wilson had a beautiful day, weather-wise, and threw for 150 yards. That's how we beat Buffalo. If you have a quarterback playing competent and the defense can do what they were doing, because I think Sauce had an interception and it was 2 picks, and I can't think of who. Whitehead maybe was the other one. I think it was a safety that had the other one. We seem to have Josh Allen's number as far as making him make mistakes. And I think this Jets defense can roll with anyone. Hank G says it's a reference for what's next. Yeah, hopefully the jerseys are a reference for what's next year for jerseys. Or it's just, obviously these for this year. I hope we see them a little longer. Snowball saying, Phil, your helmet came close. This is the helmet for those of you guys that are wondering. I like the white helmet with the green logo. I hope that is the alternate next year. I hope this is the away jerseys and the white helmet with a green on the side. That might be a home jersey or something along those lines. That's a sharp looking helmet. Michael Murphy says, it's a snowball effect. I see what you did there. David, Ryan, you see what John Franklin Myers said about Quinnen on to Kay Adams today. Amazing. I did not see it. If you guys know what that was, I would love to hear what it was. I really like JFM. JFM got like a bad rap because the Jets were not very good after he signed his contract, but I don't think that's necessarily all him. Wimmy says, Diggs and Allen's bromance is broken, will help the Jets week 1. Yeah, I hope they're all sorts of like discombobulated and they're just infighting amongst each other. It's everything I want. Everything I want. Phil says, I really like the black fashion jersey, Rodgers, but they sold out, no wings. So I got the gray fashion jersey, and that's basically because it doesn't have the stripes. If I knew they were going to come out with these jerseys, I probably wouldn't have gotten the gray, and I would have gone with this white and green iteration of Rodgers, but I do really like the fashion jerseys. I think they look sharp. And like Kevin says, yes, the white helmet is sharp. Michael Murphy says, I can see Alan Lazard going 1,500 with Garrett. Could you imagine 3,000 yards between two players? Wild. Megan says, like the stream. Curly says, hit those milk thumbs. That's right. Milk thumbs, baby. Hit it. Let's see if we can get it up over 200 likes. Got like 250 people in here. There's no reason we can't get 200 likes. Come on. You can do it. Jets Forever said, Zach put up career-high numbers in completion percentage and passer rating versus the Bills. He shredded them. I don't actually know if that's accurate or not, but yes, I do think Zach Wilson can beat the Bills. I think Aaron Rodgers certainly could do that. JD Grant says, throwbacks will last if we win. Blow out the Bills and win in KC, they will be permanent. I agree. If you have two games against top-notch teams, like arguably Team 1 and Team 2 in the AFC right now, I don't know how you go any other direction but have these jerseys be your permanents after that. Douglas says, have Davante Adams come to the Jets next year wearing 17 and Garrett goes back to his college number. I saw Garrett liked a tweet or some sort of comment from Davante Adams about this. It would be really cool. Just load up the Jets. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Michael Murphy says, is it just me or is there something going on between Garrett and Allen? Garrett and Allen. If there is, I don't know what it is because that doesn't mean anything to me. Phil says the wings without pads look horrible. Yeah, it does. It looks goofy, like on like fans and stuff. Like I have mine and I don't love it. Double Doink says Jets Twitter losing it over Dalvin nonsense. Hope it ends soon, one way or another. We can't call it Twitter anymore. It's X, right? So it's no more tweets. I got a tweet. No, you didn't get a tweet. You know what you got? X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Oh, geez. I'll be here all week. Oh, Gary's upset. Gary says Corey Davis isn't balling out. He'll be lucky to be healthy. 11 games in a part-time role, a drop a game with 5 targets a game. What happens with 2 targets? We should be wearing white helmets so the quarterback can pick up the receivers quicker. They don't like wearing green at home for that reason. A green backdrop, green in the stands, and players wearing green, it gets hard to pick up receivers. So I've heard this before. I believe it was Vinnie Testaverde that had this, and I think he was colorblind, was he not? Yeah, I don't know. I think the white jerseys are enough. I don't think you're going to necessarily have to key in on the helmet, but I have heard this excuse before. Crossfire says, Ryan, what's the group ticket link? Are you not looking at the ticker below the camera? TalkingJets.com, Crossfire. Come on. TalkingJets.com. Ryan Clark is a clown. Am I right? I don't know what he's said recently. I've always enjoyed Ryan Clark's commentary, so I do take some stock in what he says. I just don't know what he said recently, and if he said something against the Jets, I'd say he's fucking wrong. He could pound sand. Screw this guy. Snowball says, this legacy helmet with everything uniform. 100%. Zachary Burner says, hold on, let me show you this X video. Oh, jeez. And what I find funny about this whole thing, too, like, I logged into my Twitter today and I saw, like, the X logo. And I was like, wait, isn't an X, like, signifying that you have to close out of stuff? Like, so should I be shutting down this app right now because it's an X? Oh, jeez. Crossfire says, since it's called Twitter, wouldn't they be called twits, not tweets? It was called Twitter. It's not called Twitter anymore. Apparently they can't, or last I heard, the official Twitter handle at Twitter, its username, or maybe not username, I guess it's username, is X, but the handle is still at Twitter. I guess they haven't been able to figure out how to change it yet. Phil's asking, what's the difference between the 129 and the 179 jersey? From what I heard, the Fusion jersey, or Vape, I think it's Vapor jersey, Fuse Vapor jersey, I thought it said stitched for the extra 50. I went with the 129 variation. I don't really care if it's stitched or not. Curly says, Ryan Clark basically said the Jets and their fans need to shut up and win a Super Bowl. Oh, I did see this. Yeah, well, guess what? We got to wait. Can't do anything until we win a Super Bowl. What, are we just not supposed to talk shit? Sorry, Ryan Clark. I'm going to talk shit all damn year. You can't stop me. It's going to happen. I haven't covered a winning team. I've been doing this for 5 years, and the best season we've had was last year. 7 wins. 7 wins. So if you think I'm not going to talk shit the entire time we go on a run, I'm going to be the bane of other teams' fans' existence. I love talking shit. I'm a big shit talker. I just haven't had any chance to do it with us stinking. Hawk says, Zach did the gritty on the Steelers, and now Ryan Clark throws shade at Zach every chance possible. Like a fangirl loser. Yeah, he is a loser. Michael Murphy says, wait, why would it mean nothing to you if there was jealousness going on between Garrett and Allen? Garrett? Are you talking about, like, Diggs? Because you're saying Garrett. Garrett doesn't play for the Bills. Why would there be Garrett and Allen? I think I'm confused. I seem confuzzled. Crossfire says, why would we even entertain what Ryan Clark says? He is a nobody now. He said it to bait us. Yeah, anything you see in the media about the Jets is because they know our fan base is frothing at the mouth. And they want any sort of content that comes their way. So someone on ESPN or NFL Network says something outrageous about the Jets, and this guy doesn't watch us regularly. Like, this is a common thing that happens with the Jets. They're like, oh, well, this team just sucks because XYZ. It's like, well, I can tell you we suck because we don't have a quarterback last year. Like, anyone that watched the Jets play last season, it was clear as day this team had one of the best rosters in the NFL without the quarterback. And now we got a Hall of Famer. A guy that won back-to-back MVPs. Yeah, I'm excited. Mitt Flair says, it's crazy to think people are telling Jets fans to shut up. We've been quiet for 10 years. Suck my eggplant. I wouldn't say we've been quiet for 10 years. I know I've been trying to chirp a little bit. And definitely after the 2 championship games, I was like, oh, we're going to be good. I know it's going to happen. And then we stunk. Granted, that was 12 years ago now, not 10. We've been bad for the last 10. Let us have this. Right? Other fans, chill out. Greg says, we need to talk shit against the amount of hating all the other teams' fans give us. Yeah, I mean, how long have we've been the punching bag forever? Fake spike game, butt fumble, Gino getting punched in the mouth, seeing ghosts, Zach. Yeah, we could use a little bit of love. Ace of Spade. Devontae and Garrett would be better than Tyreek and Waddle. Yes, they would. They'd be different styles of receiver. Tyreek and Waddle are lightning fast. Garrett is fast, don't get me wrong. But I don't view him... I view him closer maybe to Tyreek Hill and Waddle. Devontae I view as more of a possession receiver, and I would think Garrett and Devontae are similar. Like, I compare Garrett similarly to... I shouldn't even say similarly. But I do think they would be a better tandem. Different set of receivers for sure. Snowball says, has anyone suggested they name Sharon for baby too? So the term Aaron the name Aaron has come up. It's not going to be a first name. Maybe I can convince Becca to go middle name. That would be cool. I tried Sauce. It didn't work. She's not a fan of the Sauce name for a baby. Oh, G Espada. Becoming the newest member of the channel. Yeah, G. Hit that like button. Drop some JETS in the chat for G. Become the newest member of the channel. Much appreciated, brother. Oh, Michael. I was so confused. Garrett Wilson and Alan Lazard. What am I thinking? I thought you were talking about Josh Allen. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Wow. So he thinks 1,500 times 2 yards. 1,500 times 2. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think Garrett Wilson's going to get close to 1,500. I think Lazard's going to be around the 900 to 1,000 range. Hawk says, how about Connie for the new baby? A homage to Connie Carlberg, Jets legend. I love Connie. She's great. I got to talk to her last year. I think it was last year. In one of the Twitter spaces. Very nice. Very knowledgeable. Not going to be a Connie, though. We have a first name. I guess it could be a second middle name. Who knows? We'll see. I don't really have as much say in it as I'd like to believe. It's more so, hey, Becca, what do you like? Okay. I could like it. Shea grew on me. I wasn't like a huge fan of Shea, and then it clicked, and I was like, oh, man, Shea Stadium. I got to be careful. I can't like this too much right now, because if I like it too much, then Becca's not going to like it. So I had to play dumb for a little bit. And I was like, I guess it's growing on me, and then she loved it. And I was like, haha, we got Shea. Gary says, Aaron is cool. Stay Irish, bro. That's why I said Kelly, but Aaron is good. Yeah, so I mentioned Kelly to Becca. I don't think Kelly's gonna land. Aaron has a shot. There's also another spelling of Aaron. It's like a more of a Gaelic spelling, but I think it's Aaron Ann or something. It's an odd spell. I'd never seen it before. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It's different. Ooh, Crossfire says it has to be Josephine after Joe Namath. That would be cool. Hawk says, name her Hawk. She'll be a beast. Confirmed. Cameron! Thank you so much. He says, this team feels different. Rodgers feels energized and engaged. The defense feels young and confident and is flying all over the field. Go Jets. I could not agree more. Rodgers being motivated is so huge for this team. You're talking about a guy who last year definitely did not seem all with it. I know he had the thumb injury. He's missing the offensive coordinator. He's missing his number one wide receiver. There's the Packers team itself is not really a bad team. They were just young and inexperienced at the skill positions. Seeing him come here, he's motivated. You're telling me, oh, I wasn't good enough. You wanted to move on from me while I was in the darkness, which I think is so full of hooey. He knew he was moving on prior to this because he said in the Pat McAfee interview in January or February, I don't remember which one it was, he said, I've heard some things. They're talking to people without me, which is weird, which implies he knew they were talking about him without him, which means he's using all of this firepower as motivation. There's no player in the NFL that other teams are more afraid of than a pissed off Aaron Rodgers. A pissed off Aaron Rodgers is going to drop 50 on your ass every damn day. Motivated and engaged. Engaged is a good term too, because he is fully committed. Him watching Sauce put the necklace on him and Rodgers going like this, it just oozes all sorts of like camaraderie and like energy. This fan base is buying in, this team's buying in. Like this feels like a special year. My $100 Super Bowl bet that I put back in March prior to the Rodgers stuff is feeling pretty good right about now. Greg says my daughter's middle name is Shay. It's a great name. Ours is spelt S-H-E-A, but very cool. Zachary says, what was the weird food cravings for your wife this pregnancy? I don't think she had any weird ones this time. The first one, nothing really weird. She's definitely more of like a healthy eater, so I would say some of the like quote unquote weirder things weren't necessarily weird. It was more so just like she was eating junk food, which is cool because I'm a fatty 2x4, can't fit through the kitchen door, and I love me some snacks. I'm a snacker at night. I'll be laying in bed, I got like some chicken wings and snacking. Becca's like, what are you doing? It's 2 a.m. Sorry, I'm excited. Hunter comes in and says, vibes have never been this high, Ryan. Which player throwback did you get? Ooh, I got the Klecko and I got the Quinnen Williams. I've been wanting to get an AVT jersey. I don't think they had the AVT in the throwback right now. Maybe I missed it and I just was like too infatuated with Quinnen and Klecko. But I want to get an AVT jersey next. That's my next purchase, I think. I really like the Sauce one. I really like the one on this jersey. I already have a Sauce jersey though. That's the thing. Like, do I need another Sauce jersey? The answer is always yes. But I like the font on this set of jerseys. It's just so clean. It's so clean. Dino says, what's up, Ryan? You're the man. You're the dinosaur. Throwback to my old AOL Instant Messenger name. Holy smokes. Love me some dinosaurs. Thomas says, can we go back and look at all the negative things all the pundits said about Rodgers? We should have like a shirt that just says every negative thing, all the receipts that we've had to deal with. I like it. Crossfire says, Rodgers checked out on the Packers even before last season because of love. Now he is feeling all the love from the Jets and us fans. He definitely didn't check out because of love. Like he won back-to-back MVP, so he's clearly dialed in. But I would say losing Hackett, losing Devontae, and having Love sitting behind him, like I feel like he signed his contract with the Packers almost to spite the Packers because they took Love, which is a really weird thing to do. Like, oh yeah, I'll show you. You pay me a bunch of money, and then I'm just going to, be upset and want to trade. It's interesting stuff. Oh, I see Tigo in the chat. Hey, what's good, Tigo? Tigo says, talking Jets with Tigo celebrates 3 months of membership. Week 1. Got anyone else ready to run through walls? Tigo and I are going to be at week 1, and yeah, we're about to run through some friggin' walls. Sorry, MetLife, we're taking the building down. Just going to put my head down and run. It's going to be incredible. Wimmy says, tomorrow's practice is the first in pads. Is it open to the public? No, the next open to the public one is the 27th. I mean, it might be like a VIP practice. They do a lot of those trying to sell box seats and stuff. So maybe there's other people there, but it's not going to be like one of the ones you can get tickets for. I couldn't get tickets to the Thursday training camp. I was trying to go to that one. I'll be at the Sunday one with Green Bean and O'Leary, though. So I'm looking forward to that. JD says, I'm so pissed. I bought a Klecko when they announced him. Oh, so you bought the older Klecko? Well, like a new Klecko jersey, but the older one? I bought the throwback, so that's probably what you're upset about, right? And he says, for the Hall of Fame, and now the throwbacks come out. Oh, yep. So I get it. I understand. I almost bought a Klecko earlier, and then I saw this one. I was like, oh, well, I have to get like the throwback Klecko because that's fresh. That'll be one of my favorites to wear. Fair says you can never have enough sauce. I agree. G hops in. Says, Quan Alexander hits hard. Why not pick him up again? Because it seems like they like Sherwood. I would like to see Quan added, even if it's later, because you could add Quan after week 1, and then his salary does not become guaranteed for the season. So maybe they're waiting on that. Maybe they're waiting on injury. Maybe they're waiting to see how Quan or how Sherwood actually performs. That's possible. Phil says, I may have to get Rodgers, because without him, none of this happens. But I also am thinking of Garrett. I think he said next year he's changing his number to 5. So I was basically the two jerseys I was looking at aside from Quinnen and Klecko. I felt like because Quinnen did us a solid, he signed a long-term deal with us, and because Klecko's going into the Hall of Fame and did everything for us. So I felt like those two were the guys I wanted to get. AVT and Garrett Wilson are my next two, though. Brees is up there, too. Those 3 would be the next ones that I'm kind of looking at. I tend to like the offensive linemen a little bit more. They tend to last a little bit longer, and they're a little more subtle. You don't see them as frequently around the stadium. Like, there's going to be a ton of Garrett Wilson jerseys. There's going to be a lot of Rodgers jerseys. Not to say there's anything wrong with that. Heck, I got a Sauce jersey. There's a shit ton of Sauce jerseys everywhere. But there's something nice about having, like, something that you don't generally see. Crossfire says, Tigo, didn't you get one of the gifted memberships I gave out last Thursday? So that was on the Talkin' Jets channel. I heard about this, Crossfire. Thank you, by the way. He gave out like a zillion memberships last week. It was awesome. Green Bean came up. He's like, yo, Crossfire. He's nuts. And what's cool is when you do that, it gives us a bunch of, obviously it gives us a bunch of members, but even though they're just a 1-month member, it still triggers like how many emojis. So we actually added 5 additional emojis that we have to loop in. I got to talk to Matt and Green Bean what we want those to be. I kind of plugged in some of my emojis from this particular stream, but we want to swap out those 5 for like ones that are maybe more channel specific to that over there. Adam S. saying the throwback helmets are fire. Could not agree more. Gary says they're saying Sherwood looks real good. CJ raves about Sherwood. Yeah, I've seen the comments from CJ, and just hearing everything that coaches are talking about. It's really fun to see where this kid's headed. Snowball says Crossfire is the Oprah of Jets YouTube. He's like, you get a cell phone, you get a cell phone, you get a cell phone. Look under your seat. You get a membership. Crossfire was our first member over on the other channel. He's the first member of our OnlyFans. He's actually the only person that technically signed up under not OnlyFans. He was, what was it, the flight crew initially? And then we switched it up. I love it. Phil's asking, do they have a Gastineau throwback? I was so excited about those jerseys I bought, I actually did not look. Crossfire says, Ryan, better be some crosses or something to show appreciation. Ooh, I could definitely do that. I could do that. Send me an email of something or maybe a few variations of things you'd like to see as an emoji. And for you this week, I will absolutely throw that in there. I think that'll be fun. I'll tell Matt and Green Bean. They'll be cool with it. So send me something and I'll make it happen. Milton Fung drops in the super chat, says, I just bought my bootleg throwback 69 420 jersey off my favorite Chinese website. DH Gate, right? It's funny, my favorite jersey that I've ever seen, and it's not a Jet jersey, is the Ricky Williams 420 Miami Dolphins jersey. Because on DHgate, you can get 3 characters put on the numbers, and I thought that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Ricky Williams was one of my favorite players. I hated playing against him, but man, he was awesome. I used to play with him as in NFL Street. Just bulldoze guys. Mojo Jojo says, if Fant were on this team, where would he be on the depth chart? And if top 4, why not sign him? Did he just sign with someone, or maybe he had a workout with someone else? I thought I saw that pop across my phone. I like Fant. I think I would have considered having him compete, I guess. But I like Brown and Becton. We have a lot of youth there. I think it's just time to move on from Fant. If he's still sitting out there and we have an injury, I'm all about it. But I don't think it's realistic to see him back. Kyle's saying NFL Street was the best. It was great, running up walls and stuff. NFL and NBA Street, those 2 games are like super underrated. Loved him as a kid. Ah, there he is. Fung saying he worked out with the Titans. I knew I saw it somewhere. Couldn't remember where I saw it. All right. So where are we? Oh, we're at 10 o'clock already. So you know what time that is? It's time for me to hop off. We're almost at 200 likes, though. We're at 190 likes. We got over 250 people in here. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Let's get it over 200. See if you guys can do that for me. Keeping an eye on it. Statistically speaking, there's probably a lot of you that haven't hit the like button. Oh, Sean likes the stream. Thank you, Sean. If you have your subscription set to public, you'll see a little jet fly across when you do stuff like that. I don't know if that's on Facebook that does that. I'm simulcasting. Facebook and YouTube. YouTube's the big one. Ah, we're over 200. Look at you guys go. You guys are incredible. All right. So lots of stuff. The new uniforms are fire. Got my Klecko. Got my Quinn and Williams. Might have to double dip and get some more. We'll see. Pumped with the fans at camp. I'm going to be there with O'Leary, Green Bean, and my other buddy on Sunday, the 30th. If you got an extra ticket to the Thursday one, you want to let me know? Let me know. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but possibly. Boys and girls, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you tonight. I'm going to go catch some Z's. I got work tomorrow. But I'll be back here tomorrow with the Talking Jets panel. Myself, O'Leary, and Green Bean, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So if you want to hear some more insight on your New York Jets and see how these guys are feeling about the New Jerseys, make sure you tune in tomorrow. This is Jets Talk, signing off. Jets! Jets!